out of my mind. I am completely alone, and it had already been 4 months that I had not slept well. I suffer from insomnia. I am thin like a stick, and I sweat as if hell were boiling inside. Today, I feel I miss you more than ever. My heart beats so hard that it seems it's going to break my chest. My life is nothing without you, my dear violin. I think I am reaching the end. My name is Samir, and I am 8 years old. I am a violin virtuoso. Everybody says that. Well, everybody used to say that. Since I was 3 years old, I have played the violin my father gave me. Playing the violin makes me happy. It makes my life totally nice, but unfortunately, I don't have it anymore. Everything started 4 months ago. I was performing the Devil's Tree for my mom in a hall in my house. When I finished the first tune, my mother told me I reminded her of my father. Also, she told me that I performed the pieces totally like him. I did not know why my mother started to cry, so to make her feel better and stop the sorrow she was feeling, I started another piece. Oh God, I felt so glad to play for my mother. Suddenly, my stepfather appeared from nowhere and snatched my violin out of my hands. I protested and fought with all my strength to defend what was mine, what my father gave me. But I could not do anything. I was too small. My mother went out into the hall and left me with my stepfather, who took me and locked me up in a room. I shuddered, I cried, but they had already left the house. I got sick. I cannot live without playing my violin every day. I wonder why my stepfather had done such a horrible thing, if he is such a good violinist. And worst of all, I do not understand why my mother, being a violin virtuoso as well, allowed him to do such a brutal act. Time started running, and I had to get used to practice everything in my mind. I thought that way I wouldn't lose my talent. One day, someone dropped a letter under the door. The letter was from the director of the orchestra where I played every weekend. The director said that if I missed one more rehearsal, he was going to kick me out of the orchestra. I was totally afraid. Nevertheless, I could not do much about it. Today I feel very weak. For a moment I feel I was about to sleep forever, when suddenly someone knocked at the door and shouted, "Samir, you got company!" I asked myself who was it. Surprisingly, it was my mother. "Mother, mother!" I gladly cried. "I missed you so much." "Oh, my dear," said my mom, "I miss you too." "Mom," I asked, "will you lend me your violin?" "No, sweetie, I don't have a violin," she said. "What? My stepfather has taken yours too?" I angrily cried. "No, my baby, I don't have a violin because I don't play the violin. Your stepfather does not exist, and you don't play the violin. My son, nobody in your family is a musician." "What?" I said, crying. My head started to reel. I saw everything was fading, and finally I fell on my bed, closed my eyes, and went into a very deep sleep.